We have spoken to Janneke and Mohammed, who were beaten by the riot police after hundreds of demonstrators arrived at Dam Square, despite an emergency law in effect in Amsterdam.
Everything was very peaceful at Dam Square. There was a lot of media, so we felt very protected, and the police was very gentle and kind. They did take me with two people, but they just lifted me up and put me in the bus, and they told me that they were going to bring us to an alternative demonstration location in Westerpark. When we arrived at Westerpark, the doors of the bus remained closed, and after waiting for about 10 minutes, the assistant district attorney was speaking to us through the microphone in the bus, saying that we were held up because we were participating in an illegal demonstration. Then the bus started moving, and then I noticed that people were getting a bit confused. I was also being confused, like, okay, where are they bringing us now? In the end, they stopped us at this industrial, secluded place outside of the city. There were some trucks parked there. It felt very unsafe, and we were removed from the bus, and then nothing was communicated, and they got into a bus, but they were like escaping, or and I asked them, can you please tell us what is going on? And they said, no. They just pushed me away, and they closed the door of their police bus, and they drove off. And then I noticed that the bus was still empty. It was already quite late at night at that point, and I felt really unsafe there. So I thought I will go inside of the bus, and I will ask the police officer in the bus if he can give me information on what is going on, what is going to happen if we are under arrest, if we're going to be taken somewhere else. And then when I was in the bus, the door closed. I went to sit down, and I went to ask him if he could please explain what was going on. And he got very defensive. The police officer, he refused to talk to me, and he called for assistance. And then within a couple of minutes, a lot of heavily armed police officers arrived to the scene with covered faces, wearing their weapon sticks. The bus got open, and they dragged me out of the bus, and they said, run. So I started running, and I saw everybody was running in panic in different directions. We didn't know where we were, and we didn't know where to run to, but we wanted to get away from them. I remember I ran, and then I faced the water, so I couldn't run any further. And then the police people, I think there were 4 of them with weapons, looking very aggressively at me. They started hitting me, and I fell on the ground, and I was also very much in shock that they hit me, because I was running away. I was not being aggressive. I was not resisting arrest. They didn't communicate anything. And this sweet boy, only 24 years old, he tried to help me to get up, and then they hit him very hard in his head multiple times. And then they said, get up, run, get up. But he lost consciousness, so he couldn't get up. And I tried to get him up, and then they started hitting me again on my back. They hit him really, really hard on the head. I really thought they were going to murder him. I would never have imagined in my life that this would happen in the Netherlands.
Well, while I was running, I saw a girl that fell on the ground, and around 3 or more police officers gathered around her and started hitting her really hard. And I was watching that, and I wanted really to leave them. It's not safe. But I couldn't, because I cannot forgive myself if I leave and something happens. Because it looked like she was going to die. One of the police officers approached me and pushed me back and tried to throw me into the water. So I literally fell in the water, like half my leg was already wet. But what saved me is that I caught his vest, so I won't fall. Like I used his body to get up. And like 3-4 seconds later, someone I didn't see, like someone from the police with a baton hit me directly here on my head, this point, and I immediately lost my conscious. I was trying to run, but I couldn't. Like I tried, but the best I could do was actually to walk. And even that I was able to do because like Yannicka was dragging me with her. If she didn't do that, I would have already on the ground and they would have hit me more and maybe I died in that situation.
Both people were beaten, as seen in the video. According to Dutch law, is it allowed for riot police to use violence in such manner?
No. Simple answer. In this case, I can fully say this. I cannot imagine any legal justification for this. Police is allowed to use violence, but only to achieve certain goals. So in the performance of their functions. So first of all, they have to be doing something, like exercising some kind of authority, some kind of I'm looking for the proper word in English, but some kind of police function, I guess. And that's the first requirement. And secondly, the violence always has to be proportionate to the aim pursued. So the violence has to pursue a certain aim. And then secondly, the level of violence, the intensity of the violence needs to be proportionate. And on both points here, I do not see any justification for it.